So we were talking to Bryce, and he talked about being connected to the team. And how important was that to make sure that he stayed connected to the team?
Yeah, it's been great. I've thought about it. We thought about it just for his own mental health. To immerse himself in the group. To get his outside perspective. I think to help in his recovery. These guys, the sport is so much of their identity. To have it taken away from you, I know it's tough, but I think he's been incredible. His voice, his presence in our shoot-arounds and practices, and obviously at the amp on game day.
Just a sign of how the college game has changed. He was out here pushing his chips, a lot different than when you were playing the game.
Yeah, and it's right. It's fair. I mean, it's if America's going to be about capitalism, let's let it be about capitalism.
You tried it?
I have not. Arthur was passing around the office today, and I've kind of made sure every coach got one. And I hear guys breaking open bags of chips and eating them. I kind of had it as like a Wheaties box. I kind of put it up in my office like a collector's item. But I guess they're only $1.99. I probably could try some and then get another bag for the collector's item.
Yeah, how much does the guy bouncing the ball right now offer a blueprint for Bryce in terms of being patient, staying true to the process?
Yeah, it's one of the first things we thought about was having Justin here as someone that can really help Bryce through this process. Justin has handled his ACL recovery just in an incredible way. He's gotten better. He's the hardest worker on our team, which is incredible, and I'm really excited for our fans to get to see him next season.
How important are those two guys going forward? Coming off injuries, but certainly building blocks for next year.
Yeah, I mean, very important. Justin will be further along when he's back playing than Bryce. Bryce will be at around 12 months back, but very important pieces when we originally built this roster. Obviously, Justin was kind of the first domino of the different, iterations we've had to adjust to, and Bryce another. Very important for the future of our program.
Every game become more magnified now. You're running out of game, and you want to improve your resume.
Say it one more time.
Just one with the line. You only got 5 or 6 games left.
Mm-hmm.
You really want to improve your resume, and every game, the outcome.
Yeah, right now, it's that time of the season. Every game is they're always important, obviously, but because of some of the times we've stubbed our toes or haven't taken advantage of opportunities we have, we're put in a situation where every game is really, really important. 6 regular season games left before the conference tournament in New York.
Did the words "trap game" come out of your mouth at all this week with the?
No, I don't even. It's not a real thing, to tell you the truth. It's sensationalized outside of sports. It's a Big East game. That's what it is, and that's our focus. It's the first time I've thought about it when you said it.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
How do you, find the words as, a coach? You just want to help your guys, but, when that happens to a player, how do you just find the words to try to uplift them?
Yeah, I just I try to be brutally honest, empathetic. I was with him in the room at Rhode Island Medical Imaging when we heard the news of what the injury was. It was a very emotional moment, but it quickly let him know that it's not fatal. There's been so many players that have torn ACLs and came back and had spectacular careers. Spencer Dinwiddie as a junior in college, Gabe Vincent as a junior in college. He has a teammate, Justin Moore, Achilles. There's so many guys that have gone through it, and Paul George and recovered. So as bleak and dim as it may feel for he and his family, it's not fatal. We went to work, finding the best doctor, around to do the surgery, and it's now on, his recovery process. So he and I shoot every day from a chair. We up our number of makes each day by 1. His process, he's lifting weights. He was watching the game, seeing the game. So I'm excited about his process and really excited about the work we're going to continue to do to improve his jumper. Now he gets to improve his jump shot without the pressure of performing, a changed shot in games. So I'm pretty optimistic by nature, so I kind of went there right away.
Do you take his coaching points? How are they?
Yeah, what he sees is right. We spoke at halftime of the game in Omaha. We talk often throughout, and he's a very aware and smart player.
No more table tennis with Bryce?
No, that's put on hold
Somebody
for a
step
little
in?
bit. No, not yet. Kevin Kerbeck's been saying he's good, so we'll see.
There's no way that's true.
Yeah, he says he is, so we'll see. But yeah, that's put on hold until maybe the summer. All right, thank you guys.
Countdown to the end of the season, another game tomorrow against DePaul. Talk a little bit about your preparation for that game.
It's definitely looking at the rest of our schedule. Every game is important, obviously, with implications for the Big East tournament and the implications it has for the bigger tournament, March Madness. So I think every game is important. We got to approach it with the right mindset as a team, as a organization, coaches and players. So just taking every game is important. Thinking every game is important because every game is. So step by step, starting with DePaul tomorrow, and then leading on to the others.
You look at a certain number of wins, saying, well, we have to get to a certain number if we can get into the NCAA tournament.
I mean, not personally, but I think get as many as you can. With 5 or 6 left, I obviously want to win them all, but there's definitely, I guess a lot of teams make it in with 20 and things like that, but we want to get them all starting with Saturday. So that's our biggest thing right now is taking it step by step, game by game, as we prepare for this last little stretch.
Taking how many stitches?
I'm not sure. It was a couple of them though. Yeah.
Feeling fine?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You guys look at the rankings and the power stuff at all?
Not as players, but you see it all over social media with things getting posted, but we don't really try to look into that. Just focus on what we got to do because we know what's ahead of us. We know what we can do leading into this last stretch of the season, but not really taking a deep dive into it at all.
Tigger, what has Bryce done for this team since he's been hurt? Just, being around him, how has he helped the team?
Him, like you said, him just being around kind of helps the team. When he got hurt, obviously he had to go through his procedures and things like that, so he wasn't around for a little bit. But him coming back, I think it makes everyone happy. Kind of, I joke on him all the time, telling him every time I see him, he put a smile on my face, but he actually does. So seeing how he smiles through something like that, obviously the great player he is, having to battle with that in an important season for him. With the things he want to do in his career, but I think he's taking it like a champ, just going through the process of getting healthy again, getting back out here. But having him at practice, having him sit on the side, coaching during the game, I have conversations with him all the time, checking in on him, or he'll tell me what he sees from me and things like that. But just having him around, I think it's great for our team because that's tough. That's tough. No player wants to go through that. I just want to be there for him. Team wants to be there for him. Coaches want to be there for him. So him coming back around after getting that done and the joy he still has, though, I think that's impressive to have because you could have that injury and kind of just sit around like what I'm gonna do next. But he's done a great job coaching the guys. Like I said, coaching the younger guys, even still through his injury. He's still getting shots up, not jump shots, but he's still working on his form and things like that. So I think that's a good thing for him, just to play basketball in some sort of game. But I'm pretty sure I've been around because he's a great kid, a great teammate, a great brother that I will have for the rest of my life. So good to see him back out smiling and getting ready for his time in rehab and getting obviously wanting to get back on the court.
Do you feel like, sorry, Frank, do you feel like you're helping him as well? Lifting his spirits?
Definitely. I just want to be here for him, whatever he needs. Like I said, I hit him up all the time, making sure he's good through his process. But yeah, just putting a smile on his face. I think that helps me a lot with that relationship right there because he's just, like I said, he's a great kid and a great teammate, and it's tough. It's tough to see. It's tough to see. When I first seen him after he got injured, kind of like made me like real sad. But I mean, he has a great mindset to it. But I promise you, like you see him today, he's always smiling, he's always laughing, he's joking around still. So I think his spirit that he brings to the team is not only helping us, but also helping himself.
Tried his chips?
I didn't try him yet. I seen him in the back. I'm gonna go try him right now before practice.
Got back.
Oh, right there.
You have you guys talked at all? But just like saying, man, I wish we had another year playing together. Has that ever come up?
I definitely think about not like individually like with a player, but just I think about my time here. Like coming here was just a crazy situation, obviously, with me deciding what I wanted to do for my 5th year, and then obviously going back to Mason, then Coach Ingles get the job here, and I think it was a no-brainer coming here because I've heard the stories, like I said before, I heard the stories of Providence, but coming on campus, playing in the AMP, it doesn't really come together until you do those things, and I wish I had more years here. I wish we would have found Providence a little sooner than my 5th year. But.
With Bryce getting hurt, it meant different things for you on the court.
Mm-hmm.
How have you adjusted to your game?
Definitely playing more of the down low, 4 and 5. I've spent some time at the 5 this season, in a little spurts throughout the year. But like you said, when Bryce went down, it kind of shifted me a little lower down, being one of the guys who've played 4 and the 5, and obviously Josh in foul trouble, Slims in foul trouble, things like that, moving to the 5. So it hasn't really changed much. I've guarded 5 throughout my whole career. We've been on teams where we switch 1 through 5, and I have to end up on a big guy. So nothing really changed as far as that, but just the minutes I'm playing at that position. But nothing changes my mindset going into the game with how I defend, how I want to defend. Don't like my guys scoring, so I mean none of that much change. Nothing with that changes. Just the matchups pretty much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Game become more magnifying this time of year. You only got 5 or 6 games left, and you're looking forward to building your resume for the NCAA.
I mean, for sure, we're definitely looking to build a resume for the NCAA tournament. I like to think that we treat all games the same, but like you said, definitely trying to build that resume.
Do you look at like the ranking and power numbers and stuff like that?
No, not really. For me personally, what I like to look at is just film of the team we're about to play and the film of what we just played.
How special of a year, has it been? Obviously, as a player, you put up great numbers, but obviously off the court, you just celebrated the birth of a son. So how special of a year has it been for you?
Oh, it's been an amazing year. I mean, me and my wife, we got married this year, and then shortly after, we're expecting a child, and now we finally had him. And basketball's been going well, and in school. So I really take this time to really enjoy every moment and really fall in love with it all.
What was the experience like of seeing the birth of your son?
Oh, it was magical. I mean, I felt every emotion that there was. I was scared. I was happy. But when I finally got to hold him, it was all amazing. But unfortunately, he is a mama's boy, so I'm going to have to sneak my minutes away with him.
You get much sleep?
Before games, but I've been up a lot.
So that's no. What's
Defense has kind of been the forte of this team throughout the season. You kind of feel that way? You played defensively consistently well?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we like to make sure that we're playing defensively and playing smart. Defense is the best way to win basketball games, and we'll continue to find ways to put things together on the offensive end, but defense has definitely been our calling card, and we want to continue to improve and shore up some areas that we need fixing in.
I know it's the second time around, so obviously the big men, they're not surprised anymore, but do you feel like they were a little surprised by your physicality? Coming from an A-10 guy that might have not expected what they got in your physicality?
Who?
Just the big men in the conference. Do you think that they were surprised sort of by your physicality?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'd like to think basketball is basketball, and what I did with the A-10 is what I'm doing now, and so, whether they're surprised by it or not, I like to think that we have some good competitions. Get to play against some of the best players in the country here in the Big East, and so I love it, and I like to enjoy every moment that I have on the basketball court.
Josh, how much does Justin Fernandez offer a blueprint for Bryce in terms of going through this process that he's about to go through?
Man, I mean, what Justin has done on his own, I'm really proud of him. Just seeing the way he's matured, the way he treats his process and his rehab. I can't rave enough about how much I love to see what Justin's doing. And I'm sure he can learn some things from, Bryce can learn some things from that, but honestly, I'm not worried about Bryce at all. Definitely his timetable is going to change a little bit, but I think he's going to be every bit the player he was and going to continue to be an even better basketball player when he comes back. And all his plans, I think, are still within his reach, and I think he's going to be in a really good spot.
What have you learned about balancing family life, married life, and basketball this year?
Man, I mean, I like to think that I figured it out in the beginning part of the season, but now that Baby G's here, it's definitely another thing to learn how to balance. But I like to spend every moment I can with him, and make sure I leave that at home when I'm at home, and then when I'm here at work, I like to treat it like work and try to get better every day.
That decision to have Kim as the godfather, can you talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, Kim means a lot to me individually as a basketball player, but really just the man that he is outside of all that and the relationship we've built over these last couple years. He's been someone that I really appreciate having in my life, and I want to extend that to my son, and so I was happy when he said yes.
What was his reaction when you asked him?
Man, he was really happy, and I was glad to see that, and I think that we both reciprocated the same emotion, so that was nice.
He said it was the proudest moment as a coach.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. I love being coached by him, and sometimes it feels like our relationship's a little bit more than just player to coach, and so I appreciate that I've been able to have that here in Providence.
What traits or characteristics does he have that made you want him to be your firstborn's godfather?
I mean, hard work and dedication. He's a really stand-up man, very virtuous, but honestly, I've went through some hard times with Coach English, and he showed me how to stay mission-oriented and find ways to overcome that. And I want that same for my baby boy, and let him learn how to advance in this world. And Coach Kim is taking care of me and my family, and so I want to make sure that he feels that, and so does my son.
Gabriel, have any Friars gear?
Oh, he has a lot. Yeah, no, he's gonna wear it out a lot whenever he starts getting outside, and I'm gonna make sure that he loves basketball. I was just talking to him about ball screen coverages and the flow of the offense before I came here. So,
Is he going to take in a game before the season's over?
man, we'll see. Hopefully, if Mom lets me. Yeah.
Is he a big man?
I want him to be a point guard. However tall he's gonna be is how tall he's gonna be, but I want him to be a good point guard.
Great, thanks.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.